Question number 1. What is the government formed by an alliance of two or more political parties called? You're right. Coalition government is the correct answer. Question number 2. Which of the following are features of an institution? 1. Ideas and goals that change often. 2. Clearly defined rules and role lists. 3. Traditional customs passed on through. Nice work. You chose 2 and 3 only, and it is correct. Question number 3. Once the Lok Sabha passes the budget of the government or any other money-related law, the Rajya Sabha cannot reject it. The Rajya Sabha can only delay it by. Well picked. 14 days is the correct answer. Question number 4. If the majority of the dash members say they have no confidence in the Council of Ministers, all ministers, including the Prime Minister, have to quit. Bravo! Lok Sabha is the answer. Question number 5. What is the power of the Supreme Court to judge the constitutional validity of a law passed by the Parliament or an action of the executive called? Well reasoned. Judicial review is the correct choice. Question number 6. Which body acts as the guardian of fundamental rights? You got it. Your choice, Supreme Court, is right. Question number 7. For how many days Rajya Sabha can delay a money bill? Correct response. 14 days is the most accurate answer. Question number 8. Council of Ministers is the official name for the body that includes all the ministers. It usually has -2 ministers of different ranks. Nice selection. 60 to 80 is the correct and valid answer. Question number 9. A president can send a bill back and has the right to hold back indefinitely till his recommendations are accepted by the Parliament. Clear logic. Your choice, false, is sound and 100% true. Question number 10. What is an election held for only one constituency to fill the vacancy caused due to the death or resignation of a member called? Right again. By-election is a valid answer. Question number 11. A person can be appointed as minister even if he is not a part of Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha at the time of swearing in. Right choice. True is the best answer. Question number 12. Identify the personality. Smart pick. About Birla is the correct choice. Question number 13. How many judges are appointed by the Supreme Court in the Indira Sawhney and others vs Union of India case? Smart move. 11 judges is an accurate answer. Question number 14. Functionaries who take day-to-day decisions but do not exercise supreme power on behalf of the people are. Strong choice. Executives or civil servants is the right answer. Question number 15. After the government order is passed from the houses of the Parliament, it is sent to the dash for consent. Good thinking. President is the right answer. Question number 16. Dash is usually directly elected by the people and exercises the real power on behalf of the people. Excellent. Lok Sabha is a brilliant choice. Question number 17. Dash is the highest forum of discussions and debate on public issues and policy in any country. Excellent choice. Parliament is the right answer. Question number 18. The Second Backward Classes Commission was appointed by the Government of India in which year? 1979 is the right answer. Question number 19 dash is an institution where disputes between citizens and the government are finally settled. Great job. Supreme Court is the accurate answer. Question number 20. Which of the following may be classified as institutions? 1. Government. 2. Marriage. 3. Religion. Valid point. 1, 2, and 3 is true. Question number 21. The President can appoint a PM when no party or coalition gets a majority in the Lok Sabha. Sharp thinking. True is the right choice. Question number 22. All laws made in the Houses come into force only after they receive the assent of the dash. Great thinking. President is the right choice. Question number 23. All bills passed by the Parliament can become laws only after receiving the assent of who? You chose the President, and it is correct. Question number 24. All governmental activities and international treaties take place in the name of the dash. Nicely done. President is a solid answer. Question number 25. What is the highest forum of discussion and debate on public issues and national policy? Good job. Your answer, Parliament, works well here. Question number 26. Which of the following institutions can make changes to the existing law of the country? Exactly. The Parliament makes sense, and it is right choice. Question number 27. In many countries, the dash is the head of the government as well as head of the state. On track. President is the correct answer. Question number 28. What is the government formed by an alliance of two or more political parties called? Solid response. Coalition government is a valid choice. Question number 29. Which of the following would not usually be associated with educational institutions? Perfect. Suppression of freedom is the correct choice. Question number 30. Disputes between citizens and the government are settled by the permanent executive. Well done. False is the right choice. Question number 31. Who has the final say if there is a difference between the two houses of Parliament? Excellent choice. Lok Sabha is the right answer. Question number 32. In which of the following countries, President is the real head of the government? Valid point. USA is true. Question number 33. An order announcing 27% reservation for Sebseas was issued in the year dash. Excellent. 1990 is a brilliant choice. Question number 34. When did the Government of India appointed the second Backward Classes Commission? You're right. 1979 is the correct answer. Question number 35. What is the age of a person who can contest election for the Lok Sabha in India? Strong choice. 25 years is the right answer. Question number 36. The Rajya Sabha can delay the money bill by dash days or suggest changes in it. Smart pick. 14 is the correct choice. Question number 37. Dash a number of days Rajya Sabha can delay any matter passed by the Lok Sabha. Correct response. 14 days is the most accurate answer. Question number 38. What are the functionaries who implement the laws made by legislature called? On track. Executives is the correct answer. Question number 39. Who was the leader of the second Backward Class Commission was held in 1979? Nice work. You chose P. Mandal, and it is correct. Question number 40. The executive remains in power as long as they have majority support of dash. Nicely done. Lok Sabha is a solid answer. Question number 41. Permanent executive can complete its terms even if the ruling party changes. Bravo, true is the answer. Question number 42. Most legal systems have not incorporated the principle of state sovereignty. Sharp thinking. False is the right choice. Question number 43. At the state level, the Assembly of Elected Representatives is called Dash. You chose legislature or legislative assembly, and it is correct. Question number 44. Apart from Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, who else constitutes the parliament? Good job. Your answer, President, works well here. Question number 45. Which organ of the government has the power to interpret the Constitution? Or? Correct, both, and is the right answer. Question number 46. The institution that implements decisions and policies of the land is the... Well done. Executive is the right choice. Question number 47. Which institution can make changes into an existing law of the country? Great job. Parliament is the accurate answer. Question number 48. The Office Memorandum of 30/08/1990 gave 27% reservation to dash. Right choice. Subsist in government services is the best answer. Question number 49. Which institution settles disputes between citizens and the government? Exactly. Supreme Court makes sense, and it is right choice. Question number 50. The Mandal Commission's report was implemented by the dash government. Solid response. Janata Dal is a valid choice. Question number 51. The permanent executive is less powerful than the political executive. Clear logic? Your choice true is sound and 100% true. Question number 52. Who holds the most important and powerful position in the government? Good thinking. Prime Minister is the right answer. Question number 53. -2 number of ministers who can be the Council of Ministers. You got it? Your choice 60 to 80 is right. Question number 54. Two features of Indian judicial system are independent judiciary. Right again. Both and is a valid answer. Question number 55. In Rajya Sabha, 1/4 of the members retire every second year. Well picked. False is the correct answer. Question number 56. Which is the highest forum of discussion and debate in any country? Smart move. Parliament is an accurate answer. Question number 57. All international treaties and agreements made in the name of dash. Well reasoned. President is the correct choice. Question number 58. Parliament is the final authority for making dash in any country. Nice selection. Law is the correct and valid answer. Question number 59. The order signed by Joint Secretary providing 27% reservation is. Perfect. About no 36012 is the correct choice. Question number 60. This house is a permanent house and thus can never get dissolved. Great thinking. Rajya Sabha is the right choice. Question number 61. This institution upheld the reservation policy for OBC as valid. Great job. Supreme Court is the accurate answer. Question number 62. The arrangements made to make the government run are called dash. Good job. Your answer institutions works well here. Question number 63. Who is the Prime Minister after the election of 16th Lok Sabha? You chose Narendra Modi, and it is correct. Question number 64. Supreme Court of India is the apex court of authority of India. Right choice. True is the best answer. Question number 65. Who is the most important political institution in the country? Sharp thinking. Prime Minister is the right choice. Question number 66. Lok Sabha is a permanent body and is not subject to dissolution. You got it. Your choice false is right. Question number 67. Constituencies called wards are made for the election to dash. Strong choice. Panchayats and municipal bodies is the right answer. Question number 68. Which House of the Parliament is called the Council of States? Well reasoned. Rajya Sabha is the correct choice. Question number 69. The Council of Ministers at the center is responsible to whom? Solid response. The Lok Sabha is a valid choice. Question number 70. Who acts as president if office of the president fall vacant? Nice work. You chose vice president and it is correct. Question number 71. The Dash is the supreme commander of the Indian Armed Forces. Great thinking. The president is the right choice. Question number 72. Supreme Court of India controls the judicial administration. Excellent. True is a brilliant choice. Question number 73. Dash is the Supreme Commander of the Defence Forces of India. Excellent choice. President is the right answer.
Question number 74. The Prime Minister who implemented the Mandal Commission was?
Correct. Mr. V.P. Singh is the right answer. Question number 75. A National Assembly of elected representatives is called the... Right again. Legislature is a valid answer. Question number 76. How many members of Rajya Sabha are nominated by President? Nice selection. 12 members is the correct and valid answer. Question number 77. Who resolved the disputes raised out of reservation policy? Good thinking. Supreme Court is the right answer. Question number 78. The year in which Mandal Commission report was implemented? Perfect. 1990 is the correct choice. Question number 79. What is an elected representative know in the central level? Clear logic. Your choice member of parliament is sound and 100% true. Question number 80. Which House of Parliament is more important than the other? Exactly. Lok Sabha makes sense and it is right choice. Question number 81. Total number of members present in Rajya Sabha of India is? Smart pick. 245 is the correct choice. Question number 82. Who made formal announcement about the reservation policy? Nicely done. President is a solid answer. Question number 83. The President exercises all powers only on the advice of?
Well done. Council of Ministers is the right choice. Question number 84. The cabinet is the inner ring of the Council of Ministers. Bravo, true is the answer. Question number 85. Dash remain in office even when the ruling party changes.
You're right. Permanent executive is the correct answer.
Question number 86. Whose accent is required for a passed bill to become law? Well picked. President is the correct answer. Question number 87. All the functionaries are collectively known as the Dash. Smart move. Executive is an accurate answer. Question number 88. Who controls the Council of Ministers in the government? On track, Lok Sabha is the correct answer. Question number 89. By how many days can the Rajya Sabha delay a money bill?
Valid point. 14 days is true.
Question number 90. Cabinet ministers are a part of the Council of Ministers.
Correct response. True is the most accurate answer.
Question number 91. When was the second Backward Class Commission appointed? Good thinking. 1979 is the right answer. Question number 92. Members of the Rajya Sabha have a tenure of dash years. Exactly. 6 makes sense and it is right choice. Question number 93. How many members of Rajya Sabha retire every 2 years?
Good job. Your answer 1/3 works well here.
Question number 94. How many members from Kerala are elected to Rajya Sabha? You chose 9, and it is correct. Question number 95. Which body acts as the guardian of fundamental rights? Valid point. Supreme Court is true. Question number 96. Who has the power to sanction money in the government? Correct. Parliament is the right answer. Question number 97. Which is the permanent house of the Indian Parliament? Oh. Right again. Rajya Sabha is a valid answer. Question number 98. How many members can President nominate for Lok Sabha?
Nice work. You chose 2 members and it is correct.
Question number 99. Who among the following does not have a fixed tenure? Smart move. All the above is an accurate answer. Question number 100. Civil service officers form a part of the legislative. Strong choice. False is the right answer. Question number 101. The upper house of the Indian Parliament is known as.
Excellent. Rajya Sabha is a brilliant choice.
Question number 102. The Dash presides over the meetings of the Lok Sabha. Sharp thinking. Speaker is the right choice. Question number 103. The permanent executives comprises the civil servants. Right choice. Both A and B is the best answer. Question number 104. How much percentage is the job reservation for SEBs? You got it. Your choice 27% is right. Question number 105. Who was the person who signed the reservation order? Great thinking. Krishna Singh is the right choice. Question number 106. Dash is the highest formal authority of the country. Great job. President is the accurate answer. Question number 107. The strength of the Council of Ministers ranges from.
You're right. 60-80 is the correct answer.
Question number 108. There are the dash die key institutions in a democracy? Bravo. 3 is the answer.
Question number 109. The Prime Minister has a maximum tenure of 5 years. Excellent choice. True is the right answer.
Question number 110. Which of the following institutions are mismatched?
Solid response. Recreational churches is a valid choice.
Question number 111. Who is the highest formed authority in the country?
On track. President is the correct answer. Question number 112. Council of Minister is collectively responsible to.
Well done. Lok Sabha is the right choice.
Question number 113. What percentage of reservations were given to SEBs? Correct response. 27% is the most accurate answer. Question number 114. The Mandal Commission was appointed to identify the.
Smart pick. Other backward classes is the correct choice. Question number 115. The final authority for making law in the country.
Clear logic. Your choice, Parliament, is sound and 100% true.
Question number 116. Mandal Commission submitted its report in the year.
Well reasoned. 1980 is the correct choice. Question number 117. Which House of Indian Parliament is more powerful?
Well picked. Lok Sabha is the correct answer.
Question number 118. About how many ministers are there in the cabinet?
Perfect. 20 is the correct choice.
Question number 119. Who is the ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha?
Nice selection. Vice President is the correct and valid answer. Question number 120. Cabinet Ministry comprises of how many ministers? Nicely done. 25 is a solid answer. Question number 121. Who is the head of the government in our country?
Nicely done. Prime Minister is a solid answer.
Question number 122. How long is the tenure of the President of India? Correct response. 5 years is the most accurate answer.
Question number 123. Who exercises more power, Rajya Sabha or Lok Sabha?
Nice selection. Lok Sabha is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 124. Which body of the government does the lawmaking?
Great job. Legislature is the accurate answer.
Question number 125. Dash exercises the direct control ever executive.
Well reasoned. Lok Sabha is the correct choice.
Question number 126. All ministers work under the leadership of whom?
Nice work. You chose Prime Minister and it is correct.
Question number 127. What is the total number of members in Lok Sabha?
Great thinking. 545 is the right choice.
Question number 128. Council of Ministers usually has dash ministers.
On track. 60 to 80 is the correct answer.
Question number 129. Is the president directly elected by the people?
Valid point. No is true.
Question number 130. What was the original name of Mandal Commission?
Right choice. Second backward classes commission is the best answer.
Question number 131. The tenure of the members of the Rajya Sabha is? Correct. 6 years is the right answer.
Question number 132. The Rajya Sabha does not have the power of dash.
You chose no confidence, and it is correct. Question number 133. Who became the Prime Minister of India in 1989? Excellent choice.
VV Singh is the right answer.
Question number 134. What is the term of the members of Rajya Sabha?
Good thinking. 6 years is the right answer. Question number 135. Dash categories make up the executive in India. Good job. Your answer too works well here. Question number 136. The tenure of the Lok Sabha in normal time is?
Strong choice. 5 years is the right answer.
Question number 137. Who was the chairman of the Mandal Commission?
You got it. Your choice BP Mandal is right.
Question number 138. Who has the power to issue ordinance in India? Or perfect. President is the correct choice.
Question number 139. Who is the presiding officer of the Lok Sabha?
Excellent. Speaker is a brilliant choice.
Question number 140. Prime Minister is the dash of the government.
Right again. Head is a valid answer.
Question number 141. Who is considered as the head of the country?
Smart pick. President is the correct choice.
Question number 142. Who is the highest formal authority in India?
Well done. President is the right choice.
Question number 143. Lok Sabha has more powers than Rajya Sabha in. Exactly. Money matters make sense and it is right choice. Question number 144. Who are required to assist cabinet ministers?
Sharp thinking. Both the options is the right choice.
Question number 145. The PM should have a majority of which house?
Solid response. Lok Sabha is a valid choice.
Question number 146. What is the length of the term of Rajya Sabha? Well picked. Permanent house is the correct answer.
Question number 147. The judges of Supreme Court are appointed by? Clear logic. Your choice, President, is sound and 100% true.
Question number 148. Who among the following is supreme in India?
Bravo. Parliament is the answer.
Question number 149. Dash exercises more powers in money matters.
You're right. Lok Sabha is the correct answer.
Question number 150. Who appoints Chief Justice of Supreme Court?
Smart move. President is an accurate answer. Question number 151. Two features of Indian judicial system are? You got it. Your choice both and is right.
Question number 152. The highest court of appeal in India is the?
Well done. Supreme Court is the right choice.
Question number 153. A judge can be removed only by dash motion.
Good thinking. Impeachment is the right answer. Question number 154. Who is the current Prime Minister of India? Correct. Narendra Modi is the right answer. Question number 155. What is term tenure of President of India? Perfect. 5 years is the correct choice. Question number 156. Money bill can be introduced in any house. Solid response. False is a valid choice.
Question number 157. The judges of Supreme Court enjoy certain. Nice selection. Privileges and immunities is the correct and valid answer. Question number 158. Who appoints the Prime Minister of India?
Smart move. President is an accurate answer. Question number 159. Which of the two houses is more powerful?
Right choice. Lok Sabha is the best answer.
Question number 160. Mandal Commission was originally known as?
Strong choice. Second backward classes commission is the right answer.
Question number 161. The Parliament has 3 constituting bodies.
Correct response. True is the most accurate answer.
Question number 162. The government is also referred to as the?
On track, executive is the correct answer.
Question number 163. Choose the type of executive in India.
You chose permanent executive. And it is correct.
Question number 164. Who signed the Office Memorandum 36-12?
Valid point. Joint Secretary is true.
Question number 165. Who is representing column in Lok Sabha?
Great job. NK. Primachandran is the accurate answer.
Question number 166. Dash controls the Council of Ministers.
Excellent. Lok Sabha is a brilliant choice.
Question number 167. Rajya Sabha Dash reject the money bill.
Smart pick. Cannot is the correct choice.
Question number 168. In which year No 36012 WAD issued?
Sharp thinking. 1990 is the right choice.
Question number 169. Judicial review is the purview of Dash.
Exactly. Supreme Court makes sense, and it is right choice.
Question number 170. Who is the head of the state in India?
Clear logic. Your choice President of India is sound and 100% true.
Question number 171. Who is guardian of fundamental rights?
Good job. Your answer judiciary works well here.
Question number 172. Who was the first president of India?
Nicely done. Jawaharlal Nehru is a solid answer.
Question number 173. What is the term tenure of Lok Sabha?
Right again. 5 years is a valid answer.
Question number 174. Dash performs some special functions.
Rajya Sabha is the answer.
Question number 175. Who is the elected head of the state?
Well picked. President is the correct answer. Question number 176. Which is the highest court in India?
Great thinking. Supreme Court is the right choice.
Question number 177. BP Mandal headed the Dash in 1979.
Excellent choice. Second backward classes commission is the right answer.
Question number 178. Who is interpreter of Constitution?
You're right. Supreme Court is the correct answer.
Question number 179. Who is head of government in India?
Well reasoned. Prime Minister is the correct choice.
Question number 180. Dash involves rules and regulation.
Nice work. You chose institutions and it is correct.
Question number 181. Who is the head of the government?
Nice selection. Prime Minister is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 182. Who was the leader of Janata Dal?
Great thinking. VP Singh is the right choice.
Question number 183. The first president of India was?
You got it? Your choice, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, is right.
Question number 184. The tenure of Prime Minister is?
Excellent choice. 5 years is the right answer.
Question number 185. Who controls government's money?
Right again. Parliament is a valid answer.
Question number 186. There are two types of executives.
Clear logic. Your choice true is sound and 100% true.
Question number 187. Mandel Commission was headed by.
Correct. BP Mandel is the right answer. Question number 188. Dash is a political executive.
Exactly. Prime Minister makes sense and it is right choice.
Question number 189. Who are permanent executives?
Well picked. Civil servants is the correct answer.
Question number 190. Which house is more powerful?
Nice work. You chose Lok Sabha, and it is correct.
Question number 191. The President of India is the...
Solid response. Head of the state is a valid choice.
Question number 192. Is the Parliament bicameral?
Great job. True is the accurate answer.
Question number 193. The Indian Parliament is...
Excellent. Bicameral is a brilliant choice.
Question number 194. Who is the PM of India?
You're right. Narendra Modi is the correct answer.
Question number 195. President of India is...
Sharp thinking. Head of the state is the right choice.
Question number 196. Who appoints the PM?
Smart move. President is an accurate answer. Question number 197. Who has more powers? Perfect. Lok Sabha members is the correct choice.
Question number 198. What is Parliament?
Valid point. Assembly of elected representatives is true.
Question number 199. Who was war?
Bravo. Chaudhary Devi Lal is the answer.
Question number 200. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format?
Well done. Contact Narayan Changdar on Facebook is the right choice.